Welcome all of you to this extraordinarily happy event. Over the week, we have been having some good times. At the same time, we are also having some bad times. We have had seminars where salaries issues are discussed, government issues are discussed, standards are discussed, going concern is discussed. But for a refreshing change, we will have somebody who can really add a lot of joy to our lives, which he has already been doing. I'll only take 2 minutes to introduce Ramesh Arvind. For all of us in Karnataka and in India, he's a movie star. He has been in the movies for now close to 3 decades. But for personally me, I have been the lucky guy who has been his childhood classmate, and he was the topper in school. And if you look at the next slide, this is the slide we talk about Ramesh. He has been well known. He has had more than 25,000 sort of screen appearances, and too good. Just for searching some of my albums, and I found wedding album of mine, and the wedding started at 7, and Ramesh Arvind with his family was there at 7 o'clock, 1 minute. The gentleman on the left holding the child is his father, and the madam in yellow saree is his mother.
And the gentleman on the left edge is Mr. Manohar, that is Guru's dad. He was my dad's close friend. Nice to see you, Guru.
Very nice. Thank you, Ramesh. So beautiful that we could meet. And I still recollect as a part of introduction of Ramesh. Janki, you can close your screen from the viewpoint. I can still recollect that Ramesh was a topper in school. Whatever he used to do, he used to be first rank. Then he went on to National College as a first rank student. This is another lovely smiling picture of his.
And after 20 years, Guru's looking as happy as on married day. What's the secret? Guru.
Guys, secret is seeing a lot of movies, reading a lot of things, and we have a fabulously young organization. That is the secret possibly.
Nice.
This is one very nice event. Ramesh came in called the IAM event where I was the convener and he came in there. And I stopped there when I told he was a topper in National College, and many of you don't know. He went on to do his engineering in electronics in one of the best colleges in the country called UVCE.
Mechanical, Guru.
Mechanical. Yeah. And again, for the entire university, he was a topper. And we were all expecting Ramesh Arvind will go to different companies as a CEO and CFO, but he entered all our houses and made a beautiful life. I don't have any of your pictures. Otherwise, I would have put all your pictures. So it has been a joy having you, Ramesh. It's so beautiful that you could join this event of ours and add a beautiful memory for all of us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all the kind words. And I did well in engineering, not really a topper, but thanks for that anyway. Overall, all that said was correct. Thanks.
And I used to be one of the worst guys in school, while Ramesh used to be one of the best guys.
Now the roles have reversed.
So it used to be really, really nice. Thank you, Ramesh, for coming in. As I speak, I'll just talk about a little of who are the participants.
Yeah.
We have totally registered with us around 900 people. We are seeing you in 2 screens.
Oh, thank you so much.
The webinar has got a facility where we can feed in 500 people.
Okay.
So we have 2 screens. So whoever is getting to hear Ramesh after 30 seconds are in screen number 2. Whoever are able to see live are in screen number 1. Many of you who logged in first are in screen 1. There is a mirroring to screen 2. I can see in my dashboard closely around 764 people logged in. Anybody who wants to post questions to Ramesh can please post it in chat.
And to all the 769, to each and every one of you, and I mean each and every one of you, to all of them, to every one of them, namaskara, let's have fun.
Lovely, lovely. So nice. And let's start with the thing. It will last for around 40 minutes. Myself and Vijay Raja will be trying to ask for 30 minutes, and we'll give it for the open house for 10 minutes. So be ready with your questions. I'll be the moderator and see your chat views and read it out for Ramesh. Ramesh, we always knew you as G. Ramesh. When did it become Arvind Ramesh?
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I was all my engineering college students, Kumara Children's Home, National High School, all of them know me as G. Ramesh. My dad was Govindachari. I was Govindachari Ramesh. To this day, my passport, my credit cards are in the name of Govindachari Ramesh. I had become popular as Ramesh in Kannada. I had gone to Tamil. I started acting in Tamil films. There, my mentor, K. Balachandar, he was a big fan of Arvindan, the director. So he kept my name as Arvind. So in my first 3-4 films in Tamil, my name was Arvind. I was Ramesh in Karnataka. I was Arvind in Tamil. Both were becoming popular. In the 4th film in Tamil, which was a super hit, was Keladi Kanmani. Both joined together, it became Ramesh Arvind. So it was Ramesh in Kannada, Ramesh Arvind in Tamil for a long time, till I directed Rama Shamabama. Kamal, who's from Tamil Nadu, knew me as Ramesh Arvind. So from Rama Shamabama, it became Ramesh Arvind in Kannada, Tamil, everywhere. That's how it is. I still, the entire group, my college, everybody knows me as G. Ramesh. Many of them do not know me as Ramesh Arvind at all. Yeah.
So beautiful. In fact, first time I'm ever seeing you with a beard, because from childhood you used to be one of the cleanest dressed kids, nicely oiled hair, combed hair.
Yes.
Used to be.
I have absolutely nothing to do, no public appearances at all. So I'm just trying a new getup for the next film. I tried a beard for my previous film, which was called Shivaji Suratkar. It was, for people who have seen it, it was Kannada Sherlock Holmes. If Sherlock Holmes' mother tongue was Kannada, he would have been Shivaji Suratkar. There were 2 get-ups in that. One was the bearded guy, other was a clean-shaven guy in the flashback. That's how it started. So I'm just trying something, trying to see what this will end up like before the lockdown ends.
So the first question to Ramesh is, as a family, we all sit and see the Weekend with Ramesh. It was one of the most fabulous evenings for us in the family. Everybody, 10 of us sit and see. And many sessions of Weekend with Ramesh has changed our lives. I still remember a session you took it with Narayana Murthy. I still remember with Hirannaya sir. So what Weekend with Ramesh, did it change your life too?
Of course it does. See, there are times when you feel somebody talking about a brother and saying, my brother and me are so close, I've done so much for him. When somebody narrates incidences like that, you start questioning whether, am I as good a brother as this? Question mark comes in your mind. When somebody talks about their mother and says, I did this for my mother, and they cry and they hug on screen, then you wonder, have I been as good a son as this? So many times these kind of questions arise when you are asking yourself whether you can be better. And there are certain instances where you think, thank God, I am better than them in this. Thank God, I'm not like that guy. I'm much better in this. I've been a better friend. I've been a better brother. So both these things happen when you hear those instances. But overall, I think the residue of that whole show is in my mind. It has definitely made me a better human being. 100%. I'm a much better human being after Weekend with Ramesh than I was before. And I understood the value of peace of mind. Because there are guys who are extremely famous who sat there. There are guys who have made millions of bucks who have sat there. There are guys who have seen enormous power who have sat on the chair. But what I found is a man who's really peaceful in the mind is the happiest person of all. It is beyond power. It is beyond money. It is beyond fame. So what you should aim at, what Weekend with Ramesh taught me and the world, is nothing like peace of mind. Never let it go for any of the other things.
In fact, even when today I see Hirannaya sir's episode, I get a moist feeling and my throat gets parched.
Yes, because they were all honest. That was the greatest part of Weekend with Ramesh was my chemistry with them was absolute. And I was attending any person who sits on the chair, irrespective of whether it is Dharmadhikari or Ms. Sudhamurthy or whoever. My attention was the same. I gave them the same respect to everybody. So they bonded well, they connected well, and they opened up as if it was a psychiatrist's chair, you know. They would say things which they would never say elsewhere. That was unbelievable, the way we connected. That connection worked. So when Hirannaya sat there, see, the great man, such a great artist, he had the humility to say, I'm sorry I treated my wife badly. The youngsters here, please don't treat your partner this way. Whether it's man or woman is not the point. Don't ill-treat your partner. On the long run, when you see Hiranya's life, when you look back, beyond everything, what mattered was the partner in his life, he said. I think those are lessons everybody likes, and naturally eyes become moist because he's connecting. He's saying the truth. And any truth, it makes your eyes moist.
Beautiful.
Ramesh Arvind Avare, Namaskara.
Namaskar Ri.
On behalf of everybody, I put a background of your image because when you are there, nobody else will look at us.
Areva.
At least with the background, we'll get a chance to be seen.
Are, thank you so much. Very sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Sir, my question to you, this is something which many of them wanted me to ask you. That is, what are the things that went on in your mind during the lockdown? Because there's something which in most of the places, everybody are like, lockdown is something new for them, obviously. First time they're going through the situation. So what goes on in the mind? So they wanted to know what goes on in your mind during lockdown. Is it introspections? Is it some learnings? Is it some thoughts? So we wanted to know from you.
3 things happened. I wrote about it also. The first thing was, to me, this is not rare. Okay, after one film and I start the next film, I'm almost in lockdown writing my script or writing the next story. That takes a lot of solo time. It's almost like this. Except that used to be voluntary. Now it is forced on me. But I viewed it. And I keep telling all the youngsters, my assistant directors, come on, yeah, you're getting 10 hours a day extra. 21 days, now 31 days, which is 310 hours. Are you mad? You'll never get it again. Which means you almost got 300 extra hours in your life, which was not yours. Please use it well. That's the way I look at it. I thought this was a great opportunity, number one. Number one, to do things you always wanted to do. What were you saying? You've not seen Shivai Suratkal? And Guru will say, no, yeah, I didn't have time. Or you ask, you didn't read this book, Vijay? You say, no, man, I didn't have time. Now you have time. What happened to all your excuses? So you understand that those were just excuses. Time was not the point at all. The point was that you were not interested. Or you were interested and you didn't apply your mind to it. So this is the right point. I tell everybody, it was a great way to connect with the family. Me, my wife, my daughter Niharika, my mother. All of us are having all 3 meals together continuously for 31 days, which was never the case. Because I used to come at some time, Niharika used to come at some other time, my wife is waiting at home, poor thing, all the time. Suddenly all of us are on the dining table. Sometimes the dining table becomes a war field, that's okay. But you are together all 3 times, which was a new thing to me. That was what lockdown did to me. I'm trying to chip in, not big things, in small ways. I fold clothes, I put clothes for drying, I remove from the wash machine. Those kind of small things. I'm trying to chip in into the family. That's one thing happening. The creative part of it, Shivaji Suratkal part 2 is getting ready. So the scripting happens over phone. And my next film, which I've directed and acted, is called 100. It's about cyber stalking. So all the publicity designs, the publicity videos, all that I could get ready because of internet, all that's happening. I think overall, lockdown, I have no personal issues. See, there's a fabulous thing which my father-in-law told me. Archana's father, Mr. A.K. Joshi, he said, when you do something under compulsion, do it gracefully. I think that is the thing. When you have nothing else, it is a compulsion, right? There is no other way out andaga. Adana ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಗೋಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಲೆ ಕೂತೋದು ಏನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಯ್ತ್ರಿ ಬೇತಡವರೆಗೂ ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಯಾಕೆ ಒದ್ದಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಂಜಾಯಬಲ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಒಂದು ಸೂಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ತಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಬೆಟ್ಟ ತಳ್ಳಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಸೊ don't hit your head on things you don't have control over. ನಿಮ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇರೋ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಿಡ್ಲೇಬೇಡಿ. ಬಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ದೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ದೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾಗಿದ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಂತ ಮಾಡಿ.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I still remember that we were playing Lagori, Churchend and all sorts of things in the road. Fortunately for me, I get to do that even now, because for all of us, we are all common men. But you're not a common man, because wherever you go, people will throng. I remember when you entered Taj, I thought we both will have a simple coffee, but in seconds, people thronged and I was thrown out and 100 people were there. You really miss being a common man?
Not ರಿಯಲಿ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಸೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ನಾವು ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಸ್ ಹೋದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಗುರು, ಈಗ ಅದಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಇದಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ತಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲೋ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ ತಿಂತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಆತರ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ವಿಷಯಗಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ಸ್. ಐ ಮೀನ್ you wanted to be an actor, you wanted to be this, you wanted all this. So there are so many plus points. See, I'm talking to 794 good souls in a single point. The great connection I get because of cinema, because of the showbiz I'm so thankful to that. Hagagi it's a package deal. One bekotre innondu bande barutte. Being an auditor, you cannot complain about I have to use a calculator, I don't like it. What to do?
I was searching our picture which we went to Ooty. I did not get that picture only.
Oh God, I must tell you, I remember that. ನಾನು ಗುರು ಅವ್ರ ಅಣ್ಣ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಊಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಊಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕುದುರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂರ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಳ್ಸೋರು, ಒಂದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ಆ ಲೇಕನ್ನ. ನನ್ ಕುದುರೆ ಹೆಸರು ಸಬ್ರೀನಾ ಅಂತ, ಹೆಸರೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂರ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಕುದುರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತಿದ್ದು, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹುಡುಗ, ನಾನು 7ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಮ್ಗೇನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಪಸ್ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಅರ್ಧ ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಟೂರ್ಬಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಯ್ತು. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸಬ್ರಿನಾ ನನಗೆ ಇಳಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸಬ್ರಿನಾ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಟ್ ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ದ ಕುದುರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಂಚ್ ಟೈಮ್ 1 o'clock ಫುಲ್ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲೋಟೋಯ್ತ್ರಿ. ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುದುರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮುಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ there is hay on one side, there's a terrified, frightened student on the other, and I don't know how to get down. And then and then these guys came running and said, sorry sir, lunch time kudurege adu full tinbekagittu. So next time please, whenever you mount a horse, make sure it is not lunch time for it. You land up like me somewhere. I can never forget Sabrina horse ride madiddu, first time Ooty lake nodiddu, boating madiddu, all those things happened because of Guru's family. Thank you, Guru.
Actually, I just want to interject here. Raja's next question barta ide, but somehow I got this question which can be a message to many people. We used to laugh a lot when we were kids. That laughter used to be so sort of intoxicating. Fortunately for people like Ramesh or me, that laughter has continued all our life. And that has kept a lot of energy in the family and things like that. But Ramesh, what do you think? Today's children don't laugh as much as we used to laugh.
No, why are you assuming that? Not at all. They laugh a lot. They don't laugh in front of you, Guru. Your children are laughing behind you, or probably at us, if not behind us. They're having a great time. I see my daughter, and they're having such a ball of a time. And I said, one day, nammunde gambhirvagirtare, because we have created that halo, we are not able to. I was extremely funny. I was my one-liners alla college alli elladukku one joke ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲದಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕಿಟ್, ಕಾಮಿಡಿ, even till films like ಕೋತಿಗಳು ಸರ್ ಕೋತಿಗಳು, ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಪಲ್ಟಾ, ಕುರಿಗಳು ಸರ್ ಕುರಿಗಳವರೆಗೂ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ಫೋರ್ಟೆ. even till ರಾಮಶ್ರಮ ಬಾಮ. ದಿಢೀರಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಗಂಭೀರವಾದ ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಜು ಆ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಫೈನ್, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಲವ್ ಲಾಫ್ಟರ್. ಈಗಲೂ ನನ್ನ ಯಾರು ನಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಸ್ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್, ಐ ಲವ್ ಇಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಜೋಕ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಚೇರಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಉರುಳ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ನಗ್ತೀನಿ. ನನ್ನ ಲಾಫ್ಟರ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ನನ್ನ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಅವರು Archana loves stand-up comedy. She's always showing me all the stand-up comedies. One Kannada stand-up comedy ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. I think it's a great art form to all those who can make people laugh.
We still remember all those comedy movies, along with Ulhasan also. It used to be great to watch those comedy movies. I can actually see there's so much of energy in when you're speaking itself. That's amazing to see that energy. What I wanted to ask you was, there's always a saying that after every world war, there is some change or a turning point that happens.
Yeah.
This corona seems to be like a world war because it's a pandemic.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to ask you, sir, is do you think this lockdown period is going to create some kind of a turning point in many people's life? Or in your personal life also, has it created any kind of a turning point? So how do you foresee this?
Yeah, anything as huge as this will definitely leave a residue in all our lives. What has happened before, either during Great Depression or during a recession in 2008, similar things may happen. You're going to be slightly tight-fisted in the initial days. You're going to be careful about money for some time. I'm sure all of us will think twice about spending on non-essential things. Those kind of things will happen. But the positive side of it is that the wonderful ecology changes that has happened. When you see those beautiful animals all over the world coming on the main roads. In my house, I've never heard so many birds chirping in front of my house in my entire life. This has never happened. So you, without your knowledge, start respecting nature. You know what to do. My nephew told me a very beautiful thing. I don't know where he got it. He said, you are the virus and corona is the cure. You are the virus for the earth and corona came and cured it. He said, I don't know where he got the idea from. He was a boy, he was 12th standard. I thought it's amazing. The way you're disturbing the ecology, nature has brought your attention to it. But come on, yeah, be sensible. Don't pollute it like this. In fact, I've been telling, we are able to live without servant maids, without drivers happily, man. Our house is running. So I've been telling my wife, why do you need them all 7 days? Just get them for 3 days perhaps. So the sound is not there in the morning. And then my daughter has been perfectly working from the house on work from home, perfectly, no problem at all. She works sincerely 8 hours a day on her desk, like she does in office. So I think the working pattern of some people will change. In cinema, certainly all of us, all cinema people, we don't have any calm nahi hai. So yeah, all of us sitting in the house watching Amazon Prime, Netflix, which we never saw before, so many of us. The whole audience suddenly is used to all these new visuals of what these dark subjects look like. What is the blacklist about? What is this Game of Thrones? What is this Black Mirror? You are exposed to new kind of stories. So when I go tomorrow and make a film, I better be more sensible, because suddenly the audience is used to a big buffet of entertainment. You give me the old food which you gave me before Corona. I said, come on, yeah, please, that's passe. Don't give me that. Give me something new. I'm used to something smart. Give me something smarter. So the entire audience is more visually literate. The filmmakers have started their brain ticking. New kind of subjects may come in. I don't have to go back to running behind trees. I don't have to hit 100 goals in every film. So a new kind of cinema may come, number one. Then the entire atmosphere, if you see the kind of family bonding that has happened, whatever. I'm sure there are some small little quarrels, fights, galategalu, ego hassles, idella manayalli agirtadalla, okay. But still manayalli irbodu anta artha aitalla. Manayalli eshtu jana avoid ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಯಾವಲ್ಲ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ. Office was an escape for so many people. You realize that you're happy, man, nothing's no problem, I can live ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳ ಮೌಲ್ಯ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಕೊನೆಗಿರೋದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿನೇ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. ದುಡ್ಡಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಬಾಟಲ್ ಬಿಯರ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. ರೈತರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. So all this will seep in. Whether you're not going to become a Mahatma overnight, but at least you will understand what is important in life to some extent, I think.
So nice.
Lighter note, one of them in the chat is asking, are you serious? You have a daughter who is working also?
Yeah. What is the guy's name?
The girl's name is Sri Lakshmi.
I'm more keen to, hello Sri Lakshmi Aure, Namaskara. Yes, I have a daughter who's working. She's older than you. How old you are?
So Sri Lakshmi is 35.
Oh my God, no!
A lot of nice comments has come. I think we'll read out
Yes, please.
as we go through.
Yes.
Ramesh, I still remember the movie Amrita Varshini. This was there when we almost started our new office. Our time al hogidvi, full office hogidvi Amrita Varshini. And in that you played a negative character. It was a negative character, but one of the most beautiful movies I ever saw. The fantastic movie where Suhasini was there.
Yeah.
And you were playing a negative character. Like that, whenever you sit calm in a lockdown moment like this, which is that character which comes to your mind? Which is that character which keeps coming back? And
you might find it very hard to believe, but the fact is that I never look back. Very rare. Yellow accident like yellow surf madadag yenar bandre unto, Otherwise, I don't know. My mind itself is not that way. I'm on to the next thing. What next? Munda, like a Ramasha Mama Matra. My mind is tuned that way. Of course, you enjoy it. Okay, you enjoy it. You're happy when somebody says nice things about that. You're here because of those films. We respect all that. But I think I very rarely dwell in the past. And I always, when you see your old stuff, you think, what are you doing, man? Come on, you could have done it better. That's what every actor feels.
We have got another 40 people joining in. So now
Yes,
we are around
hi all.
823. Now
So hello to all the new 123.
Raja, your question, please.
Yeah, this is a little bit on a serious note in the sense, Ramesh, you're such a positive man. Do you also have things in life that are still a mystery to you?
No, I mean, it's a very deep question. Philosophical answer. That's what he's looking at, I think. Let me tell you, you ask me, what are the things which are mystery to you in life? It's not the thing. Whole life is a mystery. If you think about it, it is not things. Just think about it. Who knew this corona will come? Who knew you'll be locked down for 30 days? Who knew you're worried whether the next salary will come? Whether they're going to sack me? Who knew all this? So the greatest mystery is tomorrow. The next moment, you don't know what's going to happen. That is the biggest mystery of all. And then if you look deeper, Namanil Kato, it was pregnant and suddenly it delivered 3 babies. To me, I can't imagine the starting point of life. All these 3 babies were inside that human, that living creature, and suddenly they're outside. So the very first moment of life is such a mystery to you. How did it happen? How can one living creature come out of another? That's a mystery to you. And then you see someone dead. Have you seen someone close to you dead? Have you seen that moment? Here was a man who was screaming and fighting and loving and hugging, and suddenly he's like the furniture there. He's like the sofa, the chair, the thing, the TV. And that's a mystery. You wonder what happened to the life force. So if you think more and more, all this will stun you. Everything about life will stun you. So the whole life is a mystery, and that is why it's interesting. If it was predictable and if you knew all the answers, I'm sure it'd been crazy, And in fact, that's the problem with our mind. We are used to math, your accountancy, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Every time it is 4. A plus B whole squared, A squared plus B squared plus 2AB, right side, left side, perfect. In life, it is never like that. Somebody who's more talented than me, somebody who's more intelligent than me, somebody who's better looking than me, doesn't get the success I get. Or somebody who's duller than me, who's an absolute idiot, becomes a CEO of a big company. So all these equations are not matching in life, right? You wonder all the time, I'm putting so much of effort, yeah? I'm the best guy in the office. But how come some nitwit is getting all the promotion? That is unexplained mystery of life. These are all, life is fair. No, life is unfair so many times. That's the biggest mystery of life. So I think you have to accept these things. Life is random. Life is crazy. Today corona come. Tomorrow something else will come. Amruta varshi agutto, Kanaka dare agutto, Akashinda tale mele duddu bidutto, yaru guttu. So accept it.
So nice, Ramesh. In fact, it's been such a positive thing. So one girl, Mahiti, has replied, "Big fan of yours. It is awesome listening to you."
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mahiti.
There's so many people writing this. It's so much clarity in your voice. It is wonderful. Such positive vibes after so many seminars. It is great.
Wow. Thank you so much.
I'm a big fan of you, and I really love watching with Weekend with Ramesh. Look at this. I'm a big fan of you, and every time I see Weekend with Ramesh, I'm crying. I cry.
What was that? What did you say?
Your energy is amazing, sir. Every time I see Weekend with Ramesh, I'm crying.
You're crying.
Yeah.
That's good. It proves you're a human being. A lot of people ask me, why are you not crying? You're hosting the show. The man is crying there. You're supposed to emote. I don't because I'm an actor. I'm happy that you're crying.
So beautiful.
See,
Ramesh,
tears prove that you're a human being. Why do you cry? Why do you laugh? It proves you're a human being. You're not a computer. You're not a machine. So you should be proud that you're crying at the right points and you're emoting for the right things.
we have another 14-15 minutes of your time. I'll take up some questions given by the audience.
No
Janki,
problem.
you are there.
Yeah.
Do you think the people can come online and ask?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yes, Guru.
Absolutely. Please.
Okay, can you open? I'll send some other people who are not given anonymous. I can't open.
How can somebody be anonymous in your circle, man? Please show us his face. I want to see him or her.
Nikhil Murthy has asked a question. I will just read out the question. Or Nikhil Murthy, can you come live? I think this is a guy from Dubai. Nikhil from Dubai. Is it consulting, Nikhil? Okay, I will try to, Janki, should I press answer live?
Answer live will be on the question only, Guru. They can
Okay.
raise the hand so that they can come in the screen.
Nikhil, can you raise the hand and we will bring you on live?
I thought raising hand is like this.
Nikhil is on. Nikhil, we want to see you also. I'll mute my face. Nikhil, you have to unmute your camera.
Yes, I've done that, Guru.
Yes, Nikhil, I'm able to hear your voice. Your face, I'm not able to see.
You can tell Nikhil.
Yeah, Ramesh sir, good evening.
Good evening, Nikhil.
Lovely to see you on
Thank you
the
very much.
call. Hi, Guru. Hi, Vijay. Hi, Vijay.
Hi, hi.
So, yeah, just before I ask my question, I want to say that I skipped my Casio class to go and watch your America movie. So I got a loud shouting by my parents because my Casio teacher ended up at home and I wasn't there. So just to ask you a simple question, just like all professions, more so in movies and in the art space, there is always a high chance of failure. And when you fall, you need to get up stronger. So
Yeah.
what is your success to doing that? Or how do you handle that?
Okay, you were talking about America. What are the films of mine to remember?
Unfortunately, that's the first one that comes to my mind. I enjoyed that the most.
Yes, you, Guru is there, Vijay is there. Anybody else? Any other names? What are the films that you remember? He said America. Guru was talking about Amrita Vishnu. Any other names?
I remember
Rama Shama Bama. Yeah, then?
the Sati Leelavati dubbing.
Sati Leelavati, Anupriya has said. Yes, anything else?
I remember the movie.
Apta Mitra, Nishal says, okay, accident, somebody said, okay, keep going, do it. Namora Mandar Goa, yes, more. Panchatantram, Little Soldiers, lovely, Aryabhatta, Kempugulavi, Tuttamutta, that's fast. Panchaveda, Shrigandha, oh, wow, more. Kotigulu sir, Kotigulu, Ramashama, Shivaji Suratkal, yes, faster boys. Pushpak Vimana, yes, don't repeat, yeah.
I think Tuttamutta.
That's amazing. Wow, not bad. Sundara Swapnaglu. Satyavan Savitri. Rudrata, oh wow, not bad. Okay, anyway, what I was trying to get at was, I've done 150 films and they remember about probably 40. So what happens to the rest? You're talking about failure. So that's what it is.
Wow.
What people remember is your high points. What people will remember is when you solve a huge case, they will excuse you as long as your attempt has been sincere. If they make out that you have been good, you have been consistent in your efforts, you have done your best, but then things go wrong. Things go wrong for various reasons. In my own life, in your life too, I'll tell you, things will go wrong because sometimes it's happened to me. Like somebody said about Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta would have been a much bigger hit if it had released now. I was slightly ahead of time. That could be the reason why you failed. Perhaps your idea was slightly ahead of times. There are so many ideas which were ahead of time, which flopped, which came in another version 10 years later and became super hits. That could be the reason. 2, probably you trusted the wrong guys. Perhaps you are good. Perhaps your team was wrong. Perhaps the guys you worked with is wrong. That's another possibility. 3, perhaps your financial plan was not right. Perhaps you didn't have the right kind of money. Perhaps you borrowed from a place you shouldn't have. Probably borrowed at terms you shouldn't have for some other reason. 4, you could be at mistake yourself. Perhaps you were dumb at that point. That's all it is. You were dumb at that point. It's not about you. It's about you in that particular endeavor, in that venture, in that film, according to me. I flopped in that particular film. I didn't flop. The film flopped. I went on. I gave a Rama Shama Bama. I gave a Apta Mitra. I gave a Shivaji Suratkal. In between, I fell. These are things I'm telling you. Please do not take it personally. Please do not go into a corner and say, I am impossible. I was always been a bloody failure. From my second standard, I've been rotting in my life. Please don't look at life like that. You are much bigger than you think. This is not a jnana, I'm telling you. It is work for me. If I was frustrated at the flops I gave, can you imagine the number of films that came out now and the number I've done? I would have never survived. So you have done a mistake, admit it, you're goofed. You say, yes, I've been an idiot. But that's okay. You have to prove yourself again. How do you do it? Please improve your skills. Please, whatever your skill is, whatever that particular job demands, you should be the best guy in that. There's no better guy than you in that room in that particular aspect. That's the first thing. Improve your skill, find out where you goof. You will know, right? At least you get some inclination. If the antenna is bright and open, if you're open to feedback, you know why you goofed or who gave hard, some kind of knowledge you'll get. Don't just learn from that and keep going.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nikhil. Can I request Janaki to put on one gentleman by name Shreyas SM? I think this is the audit Shreyas, SM andre. Shreyas, can you come live for us? Nikhil, you can log off. Shreyas, yes.
I don't know, this audit, that suddenly reminded me. I went as a chief guest for auditors function. Okay. All of them are auditors, 800 auditors. I'm the only actor. And the first question they asked me is, what is common between an actor and an auditor? And I said, both of us dance around with figures. So over to auditor, please continue.
Shreyas, you can start.
Hello, sir. I'm audible.
Yes.
Yes, Shreyas.
Hello, sir. Big fan as usual.
Thank you.
So my question was, how can your choice of movies be so ahead of its time? When we look at your movies, it's always unique. How did you make sure that, all your movies are so unique? Does it depend on how you actually understand the audience? A follow-up question to that is, how do you stand out from the rest of the crowd? Whenever we see your movies, it always has some elements of it which is very unique to your movies. How do you manage that?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If that is true, I'll be very happy. But I think you decide films on what excites you. Okay, there are three people coming and telling you stories. Okay, there is one story where they tell you, you are a loving son to a mother. You mix food and feed her. And you say, come on, yeah, I'm a 50-year-old man. I won't feed my mother, man. Please, it's not me. Please don't give me that film. Okay, depends on your own sensibilities. So you choose some other film which appeals to you, which you get excited by. And if the majority of the audience is also like you, in that point of time, if your thinking, your sensibility matches at least one group of audience, sizable enough to give back the money I put in my film becomes a hit. If my thinking does not resonate with the majority of the audience, you get what I mean? If my thinking goes with the majority audience, then I have a hit. If my thinking is not in tune with the majority audience, I'll keep on giving flops. So it is just about what excites me personally. You're not thinking of the audience big and all that. You're looking at entertainment which you believe in, which I will enjoy as an audience. And hopefully there is another 1 crore audience like you out there which will support it.
So nice. Thank you, Shreyas. I am not sure whether Dayanidhi can come in. Dayanidhi is the managing director of Encore. In case he's able to hear me, he has asked a question. Would you like to come online?
Encore was an event management company, is it?
No, Encore is a software company working on mobile applications for games.
Right. Okay.
As he has not come, I'll read out his question.
I think he's on.
He's on. Okay. Dayanidhi, you can tell.
Sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No,
Yeah, before we go, yes.
He's not online.
He's not online. He's not come online. So I will read out the question. Dayanidhi tells, hello Ramesh, you are an amazingly positive person. What positive things will happen to people, society, business after the lockdown will be lifted? Will people be better people?
Yeah, I mean, throughout history, I've always believed that, it's all about hope. And this has happened before. Anybody who knows history, anybody who's into the long range of things, this has happened so many times before. And every time, humanity has come back with a bang. Please don't worry about Corona. I mean, we can survive. We are made to survive. That's how you're here. The whole Darwin's theory is about survival of the fittest. And you are the fittest of them all. You're a human being. And you're the smarter guys who are doing auditing and things like that. You are the bigger guys. So of course you will survive. I have no qualms about it. Surely we'll bounce back. You will find ways to adapt. Of course there will be problems. Problems are always there. How are you going to adapt? Depends totally on the individual. There is no blanket thing saying that all this will happen. These guys will get jobs. These guys will go. No. It's about what you individually decide and how well you are adapting to the new situation. And new things are going to be thrown at me. Perhaps nobody's going to produce a film. Nobody wants to produce a film. I said, fine, I'll do a web series. People are watching web series, right? And tomorrow somebody says, no web series for you. Okay, fine, what shall I do? I'll join Guru, I'll join Vijay. I know how to do accounts quite well. I'm good at maths. Will you give me a job? That's all it's about. It's about what individually each one of you is willing to survive. And of course, all of us will do it. That's how we are built.
Ramesh, I'll just take this short break and show you this. Oh God, where did this go? I hope I can get this. Somebody had, are you able to see this?
Oh, thank you so much. Wow.
As we are seeing, one gentleman from our office by name Kiran has drawn this and posted on my WhatsApp.
He did it now?
He did it now.
Oh my God. I wish I had your hand, man. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kiran, is it? What's his name?
Yeah,
Kiran.
Thank you, Kiran. My personal thanks to you.
Raja,
Send it across.
I will send it across.
Of these guys. Thanks.
Arvind sir, I deal with a lot of students, and here also there are many students who are watching you now. So to all these youngsters who are watching you, what's the message you would like to give these youngsters? Because now people look at you very highly as a very good motivational speaker. So they value your words.
No, I've been telling the same thing all along. Don't do anything half-heartedly. Please don't do anything half-heartedly. Do it full. Go full way. Whatever you do, please give it all your heart. So the only thing is either you choose, like what happened in my case, I love cinema. I love acting. I love directing. So the job I love, I have. So I don't mind sitting in front of editing table for 18 hours continuously. I don't get bored. I don't get tired because I love the job. So the first thing would be to choose something you really love. So work is not work at all. It's happy. It's, as they say, a paid vacation. Or the second option, if you don't have something to love that you do, please love whatever you do. There's no way out. I'm coming back to the first point. When you do something under compulsion, do it gracefully. Let your mind not be there elsewhere and your hand be somewhere else. This boy could draw in 15 minutes because his mind was there. I'm telling you this. Please, never split your mind between two things. Full-hearted, whatever it is. If you're doing a very, very small thing, you're folding the bed sheet, make sure your father says, kya yaar? Nobody can fold a bed sheet like this guy in the entire world, man. That's the way you approach anything, please.
One very nice question asked by somebody, he has not given his name, but the question is very nice. It just takes 3 hours for us to watch a movie and come. What goes in preparing this movie for you?
One hell of a lot. They asked me one day, how long does it take to write a script? I said, my entire lifetime. Because all that I learned in Kumara's children's role, all that I learned with Sabrina on that Ooty lake will become a scene in my film. What happened in Visvesvaraya College of Engineering? Some girl was nice to me. Some lecturer was bad to me. Everything's going to become a part of my film. What happened between my wife and my mother and me, everything is going to come out in some other way, not directly. So your entire lifetime is behind every film. That's the truth. All the books you have read, all the TV shows you have seen. You loved I Love Lucy when we were young. Remember those?
Yeah.
And then there was Star Trek.
Yes.
There was Carl Sagan who came and told us such fantastic things about the astronomical things. Everything is a part of me. So when I sit down to write, all this comes in indirectly. So it's very important that you feed in the right things in your brain. So behind every 3-hour film, there's lifetime of not just the director, there's a writer, there's a collaborative things like a cinematographer, there's a music director, there's an editor, there's a producer, all the things come in. But the process part of it, at least at my speed, at what I do systematically, I take about 6 months for a film. From start to end, for me to release, it takes about 6 to 8 months. Because I'm at it constantly.
And it's around 10 hours a day?
Easily. 8
Easily.
to 10 hours a day for about six months of toil for a 3-hour film.
Okay. Ramesh, can I request another 10 minutes for this to go on because too many people are asking too many questions.
Done. We'll go till 6.
Beautiful.
We'll go till 6. Yeah.
I've got one very dear friend of mine by name Harish, chartered accountant. You will see when you remember, he was also the Lagori gang in Tata Silk Farm.
I know this guy.
Okay, Harish, can you come online, please?
He was in the Karnar house, right?
Correct.
Harisha.
Harisha, can you come online?
Harisha was a very endearing chap. Let me see his face. I hope I'm pressing the right guy.
He's the right guy. I don't know why he's on chat with me in WhatsApp. He's telling I am online.
Okay, hi Harish, helapa.
Harish, helapa? No, he's not there.
ಹರೀಶ್ ಮನೆ ಪಕ್ಕ ನೇತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಇದ್ಲು. ನೇತ್ರ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಬೈ ಒಂದು ಬರ್ತ್ಡೇ ಇತ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೆದಿದ್ರು. ನಾವು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹುಡುಗಿ, ಅವರ 4ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ನಾವು 7ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ. ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿನ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬರ್ತ್ಡೇ ಟು ಯು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಈ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಸ್ಪೈರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ತರ ಬರೆದು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬರ್ತ್ಡೇ ಟು ಇಡೀ ಇನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ನಾನು ಬರೆಯಕ್ ಒಂದಿನ ಆಗಿದೆ. ತಗೊಂಡು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬರ್ತ್ಡೇ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಓ ಗಾಡ್, you are putting so much of effort to impress somebody on a birthday and just they crumple it and throw it away. That's so typical. It happens to all of us.
Beautiful. Before we jump to the next step, they may not be able to hear you, but I'll just ask them to tell hi to you.
Oh, namaskara. Sir, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್? ಅರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಅಮ್ಮ ಬೇರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ನೋಡಿ. Such a big part of our growing years.
Yeah, that was so nice. And I'll check out with Sunil Kurvatti. Can you come on line from Hubli, please? Sunil Kurvatti. Sunil Kurvatti is here. Can you show your face and also unmute yourself?
Yeah. Hi, Guru. Hi, Ramesh.
Hi.
Big fan of yours.
Thank you.
In my family, my grandmother and my father and my mother are a great fan.
Thank you.
Whenever they see you on screen, only one question they will ask is, at this age, how can he look so young and energetic and handsome? What is the secret for that? They couldn't ask you live this question since I got the opportunity. On behalf of them, I'm asking this question to you.
At what age? I'm younger than you, man. Come on. Please tell them that. The question is wrong. I'm just, absolutely having a good time. I enjoy everything I do, basically. So it's about that. I have no complaints. I have absolutely no demands. These two are magic things. Don't keep on complaining about things. That's my advice to you. There's no point. If you complain, see, suppose you have a problem with your office. Let's say, some problem here. Don't keep on complaining to each and everybody in the office. Go straight to Guru or go to the guy who's a boss and tell him that this is the problem. Unless the man can solve the problem for you, don't complain. It's a waste. Always complain to a person who can solve the complaint for you. Otherwise, it's a waste of energy. Okay? Yes. I see people complaining all the time. So I have no complaints. If I complain over it matters. I have very few demands. That's been by nature. I think these are helping me.
Yeah. Thank you, Ramesh. And my favorite
movie of you is
ಅಮ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ ತಾಯಿ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರಮ್ಮ, ಕೆಳಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಬೌಂಡರಿ
ಕೆಳಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕರೀಲಾ ಕೆಳಗಿಂದ ಹತ್ತು ಬರೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅವರು.
ಕಿಂದು
ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
So nice.
Yes. Anything else?
Thank you, Ramesh. And my favorite movie of you is Ramabama Shama, which is basically based on North Karnataka accent. Yeah. Minimum, I saw it around 50 to 60 times.
Lovely.
It's the greatest movie.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for giving that movie. Whenever I'm depressed or I'm sad, I will see that movie and I will cherish a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, but the way when you started, you said, I like Ramashama movie because, I thought you were going to say it's my life story or, I went to Goa or something like that. You said, no, I am from Hubli, North Karnataka. Thank God. I was expecting a fantastic, very mischievous story there. Yes.
You, in the course of the discussion today, you've given us the answers as to there can be failures, how to face it, all that you have told us. But then at the same time, how do you actually treat success? So when you reach success, because even at this age, there are some times wherein we award somebody as you've done a very good job, but suddenly we'll see a dip after that.
It's so sad, that I think, in fact, I finished Ramashama Bama. Ramashama Bama became a super hit and huge hit and all that. One producer came to me and I was doing a normal work like any other day. He said, what is this? I said, what? Just give it a bumper hit. I said, yeah, okay. You're the actor. I said, yeah. You're the director. Yeah. But it's not affecting you. I said, yeah, why should it? You just carry on with your job. That is what you're supposed to do every day. Why do you think that, people should expect a Ramashama Bama from you every day? If you're not giving it every day, it means you're dipping. Success is not something you've done there. That is what you're basic expectation should be of excellence. So you do not think that you've done something spectacular, right? And the biggest part is when success goes to your head, you see it in cinema all the time. It's so sad, you know, such powerful talents, such bright futures get lost because of a huge success, because they couldn't handle the success. They had a talent to make a good film, but they didn't have a talent to handle success. There are two different talents. This is one talent, to make a successful business. The other talent is to handle that success. To understand, right, good, this is how it is. I know how it works. Let me try and make it bigger. Because there are guys who have done much bigger business than this. There are guys who have done a Bahubali. There are guys who have done a Troy there. The guys who have done a Gladiator. You look at it and you understand, oh God, there are more steps to climb. Not that you look down and say, come on, I gave a 100-day film.
And I would like to have a minute or two to thank Ramesh, but so I'll try to get in Harish on the call. He has been messaging me. Maybe he has got some technical glitch to get in. Harish, can you come online? Yes, he's online.
Yes, Harish.
VS Harish. Harish, you
Yes,
should
Harish.
unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, unmask yourself. Let me see you.
Harish, Akelo.
Namaskar, Ramesh. Namaskar, Ramesh. How are you?
Fine, Harish. How are you?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಪ್ಪ. How are you?
Abba, voice hange dekana. Hingideo, Harish.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಪ್ಪ. All your good wishes and great time we are having, appa.
Thank
Lovely,
you so much.
lovely. Thanks, Guru, for organizing such a great show. And Ramesh, always positive, energetic. So grateful to you. Always.
Thank you,
Ramesh,
Harish.
we had a great childhood, Ramesh, with you.
Yes, I enjoyed thoroughly. Huh?
Thank you so much.
I can imagine you in knicker there playing Lagori with us. Suddenly you look like a gentleman with full sleeves and you're looking so polished.
Thank you, Ramesh. As you said before, as we grow, we have to grow wise. So, thank you so much for everything.
So nice, man. Nice meeting you all. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Guru.
I was very keen to talk to all of you on video. Unfortunately, technically, we couldn't solve the issue. Otherwise, I would have loved to see all the 900 of you. I would like to see your faces and connect. But anyway, wonderful meeting all of you, to each and every one of you. Once again, thank you, Guru. Thank you, Vijay. To Jana and Guru, to the entire gang. All of you, thank you very much. I had fun. I hope you had fun too.
Thank you very much, Ramesh. It was so kind of you to oblige. And there is always so much positivity to learn from you. From my childhood, when I was getting 37th rank and Harish was getting 36th and you were getting first.
Oh,
So there
God.
was always something to learn from you. One important thing is you're extremely a humble, happy-going fellow. Let God keep you always smiling and always energetic. Thank you for coming to the show of Guru and Jana.
In fact,
Thank you very much.
In fact, Ramesh, when some people speak, it motivates. But you're one of those people wherein if they look at you, they get motivated.
Thank you very much. And to all of you, please don't unnecessarily worry about all these things happen. Life goes on. You will survive. I will survive. We'll all survive. Take it easier. Don't stress yourself too much.
My children were so enthusiastic saying that, hey, because you were there in Aurobindo school, you come there and...
Yes, I live opposite.
So all of you, I'll convey your thanks to Ramesh separately. I'll make a booklet of all these good wishes you have given, the hundreds of wishes and 47 questions yet to be asked. And my WhatsApp is showing 163 chats. I'll try to send it across to Ramesh. And my brother, since he has got up now and he's telling, hello, Ramesh Ke.
Namaskara, Pa Rajkumara.
He's in New York.
He was my best friend in school. He was Guru's brother. He's a big guy in US now. He's just getting up, I heard. Good morning.
WhatsApp.
Good morning, Raj. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Ramesh, and pleasure having you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Namaskara.
Namaskara.
Thank you.
Team at Gurujana, it was so wonderful, and all the clients of Gurujana, people from Dubai, people from Gujarat, Bombay, Delhi, all of you, so nice of you to join. Raja and myself had a joy hosting it for you. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Love you all.